for inviting us for this exhibition. So I will talk about my practice, and I will focus on maybe 3 or 4 projects. Just say some words to try to explain how I try to use drawing and how I develop my practice around drawings. I wanted to start with this first series, which is called Arte Art in French and Arte Art as well in English. This series follows the same process. So I took images from newspapers, press clippings, and I altered them physically. I copied them, I reframed them, and I used different layers of tracing paper to create different layers on the image, and I changed the scale of the image and also the medium. The image, in this case, for example, the image came from a newspaper and it becomes a kind of poster. So I wanted to start by this image because I think it illustrates in certain way all my practice. In my practice, as Simona said, I'm interested in drawing, especially. But there are different topics that have kind of influence in my work. I'm really interested in photojournalism. I collect a lot of newspapers from different countries, different periods, etc. I'm also interested in the question of combination between comedy and tragedy. It's something really important in my work because I grew up like that. As Simona said, I grew up in Algeria. And during the 90s, during the Civil War, I have this souvenir that I think it was maybe the starting point of my way of working. I remember that the first step when I took newspaper, the headlines were often violent, but the first gesture was to turn back the newspaper, to see the cartoon on the last page, to laugh first, and after that turn it again and to read the bad news. So this way of thinking is something that I use often in my practice. I always try to mix humor, irony and tragedy, as I said, in the same time. And this series also, so it's another one from this series. It's also about media, about the storytelling, about the alteration also of the image. It's something that interests me a lot. So as I said, this series, all the image follows the same process, but the final work, the final issue is not the same from a piece to another. For example, like this one, it's one of the ways how I try to display drawings, and this is the detail of the image, of the drawing. I like to mix drawing with different material, with different objects, with different aspects, and display it on this space to display the idea of tension, of like here, this ruler that you can see here. For me, it's a representation of kind of norm of power, of power that also support and enhance something. I'm really obsessed by the idea to do artworks with the minimum of things and minimum of means. As you will see it, the first feeling that we have in front of my work is this lightness, something really fragile, something very light, but the violence appears step by step. I also try to do that, to diffuse violence, and to don't give everything. I had to try to create something that include kind of reading step by step. This is another series which is called Potential Memory. This series is a variation through one image that I bring from newspaper again, and it creates different contexts through the same image. As you can see, the image is also alterated physically with different processes, tracing paper, with different ways. So as you can see, it's often the same image, but the context around is not the same. So I try to create kind of new realities to the images. So this also becomes 3D-dimensional from that project, and it also a series of installation called Mémoire potentielle in French, potential memory with animation, because I also do animation films. I don't have the file, but it's just to show how I display drawings also. And this is a detail from the animation. I do also a series of drawings. In my drawings, I try to create mise en scène like situations that are unlikely to happen. I bring different characters from newspapers which don't have any relation between them, and by combining them, I try to create like absurd situation or strange situation, but there is often like confrontation between comedy and tragedy, and each character I bring it with its own context, and all those contexts when they meet, they disappear in certain way and create a new context with this whiteness around. It's something really important in my work. This series was the first time that I started to do that. It was in 2013. I did this series, it was shown in Venice. It was the first time that I used color also, and it also the first time that the mise en scène, the situation were more complex, with more details, with more animals. So in this series also there is often something like, how can I say it in English, something like kind of impossible actions, often absurd, like as you can see here, like there is something like one details is there to maybe sorry, I forget the word in English. Like there is something that you can see first, maybe to hide other contexts, and step by step you see like policemen, politicians, or like kind of representation of power, and also instrument of measurement, of recording that I use also often in the drawings. So I show like these drawings, for example, like the guys that want to talk about the guy on the left, on the right, sorry, to move, he has this thing on his feet, so he cannot really move, and sometimes I don't know what I'm drawing, but I like this idea also. So I will just display other drawings. I'm also interested in architecture. I started a series of works around architecture. The first steps were about the idea of utopia, how it felt or how it works. But I started also with this kind of absurdity. This is a kind of models, architectural models, for accident, which is once again absurd. Like, as you can see here, it's a model for an accident, which is totally nonsense. Through that, I developed different things. I also did this kind of series. For example, I realized that I saw all these panels like to promote, to advertise new projects, new buildings, etc. I was interested in that idea that architecture is also a way of storytelling, a way of power, of narrative process. So I replaced like the 3D images or these advertising things by fictional architects drawings that I did by myself, by combinating different things. So I have another example here. I said also that my practice is around drawing. Since 2-3 years now, I try to develop a series of work in the idea of drawing as a documentary form. And try to generate kind of a series of work, what I call draw forms, which are often in interaction with objects or different things. So this work was shown also in Venice. It's called 1000 Villages. Just quickly, the project, it was about a project that happened in Algeria during the 70s. It was, the idea was to build 1000 socialist villages because it was just after the independence of Algeria. It was the utopia was in certain way to give back the lands stolen by the French colonization to the people. But this project falls down because for different things, we will speak about that because it's quite long. So what interested me, it was how this utopia falls down. This is like a notebook that you use in school in Algeria. I wrote these kind of books, so I didn't find the original one, but I did another one by myself. As you can see, like this kind of socialist propaganda here is very clear. And what is written here is in Arabic, is Mustaqbal. Mustaqbal means the future. So I worked with an Algerian architect and also historian. He did his PhD around this project during the 70s. And he gave me a lot of copies of newspapers that they were talking about this project. I was immediately interested by the images because the copies made during the 70s, like the quality was not good, and some of the archives that he gave me were also copies of copies. So often the images were alterated. So what I decided for this project, like I took this like double page of the same sketchbook. Like the left part is the part of the utopia with the real plan of the houses with a fictional plan. And on the right, I took the real images from the newspapers with the real legends. It's in French, I can translate some of them. L'une des plus grandes cités socialistes means one of the biggest socialist cities. So step by step, the images is getting alterated step by step, and also, so the only way to read the project, about the project, is to believe the images and the legend of the images. Transformer les mentalités means change the mentalities. Des aspirations, réalisations from the hope to the concretization of the project. And as you can see, step by step, the image, like it's getting alterated more and more. And also shows, for example, this real image with the real image, which is written. I don't read it here, but it was written. The first stone was they put it 10 kilometers from the initial place. So like things starting to fall down until the last image. When I saw this image, I said it's kind of ghost of image and also the ghost of project, and also the legend is very interesting because in the legend it says in French village socialiste vers une vie nouvelle, which means socialist villages towards a new life. But you don't have this new life. You just have to believe this legend. So another project is the one that I'm showing here. This project is called Diarchens. Diarchens in Arabic means houses of the sun, which is a neighborhood in Algiers. It's a place like overcrowded by people. So in Algiers, as in other cities, there's a big issue of housing. So people try to occupy the football field near the houses. So I find this very violent in a certain way, like this playground, which is supposed to be a place of joy, of playing, becomes a place of issue because the police comes and they beat them away, and a series of riots starts since there. It spent like several weeks and it was covered by the international press. So all my project about this history was to document these riots, but also through the newspapers and through the filter of the newspapers. So I made also my own history. So here on the wall, I wrote myself a new article from the newspapers which were talking about this attempt to occupy the football field. And as you can see here, there is a light table with post-its with a list of things that you can probably maybe find in the slum. Everything is fictional, of course. They didn't build the slum because the police stopped everything. But I imagined it like how it could be, and I made kind of possible plan. And in the press clippings, it's the same article that I printed 9 times, and I hide part of the text. I just left some words which evokes the idea of space, of people, of tension, etc. So I think just to finish maybe, I just wanted to show also how I speak about this idea of experimenting drawings and how I made animation films. This is a project that I started in 2011-2015. I collect in my sketchbook, I draw like I read newspapers. I made kind of interpretation of events by drawings and collect a lot of things. Sometimes I forget what the drawing was talking about. And I put them, these are, I think, 50 animation projected in these cubes on tracing paper. And each animation has its own rhythm, and all animation are displayed at the same time. So you have sometimes violent images, sometimes like images, I don't remember what it was exactly, but I made it in purpose. But even the images, the animation sometimes were showing migrants on these kind of things. The tracing paper gives you something very light again, very calm, but the violence appears once again, like step by step. This is another project around architecture. This is a fictional maquette, a fictional model. I made this project, I made a series of different maquettes. I collect, the starting point was where I see some project in Africa, and some of the projects, like before they start to build them, like people start to, in certain way, to speculate on project, like say, it will be like this, so they search in the internet, like a 3D model in similar project in, I don't know, in Italy or in other countries, so they said, it will be like this. And other people say, we have the final map, so it will be like this. So all the projects have like archives before they start to build them. So I found this really interesting, and they made these models through this fictional, kind of speculative archives. So once again, it's about this idea of using drawing and also through this different narrative process. This is, we'll not comment everything, but just show how it can be. So this is the detail of this here. And it's also just to finish, so to illustrate once again how I display drawing, this is the last project that I show in Paris-Dauphine in France. It was a project around one French anarchist who went to Algeria in the beginning of the 20th century. She made a series of conferences because she met Algerian deportees in New Caledonia, so it's a complicated story. So I did a show around this history, so I displayed. So just to show how things were displayed. I think I'm gonna stop here. So, thank you.